The Sustainable Media Center began with a powerful and intergenerational mission.
Young people today want social media that connects and entertains without undermining the health and well-being of their life.
We are growing an intergenerational community to explore, experiment, and deploy solutions that will give a new generation of media consumers and creators meaningful agency and ownership of their increasingly media-centric lives.
Here's some data. 38% of teens say that what they see on social media makes them feel overwhelmed. Young people today are especially harmed by this reality. 76% is the increase in U.S. teen suicide rates between 2007 and 2017, tied to less in-person interaction and more cyberbullying.
We envision a new digital future, one that is socially intelligent and values connection, creativity, and community. A socially intelligent digital media empowers young people as co-creators, not just users.
It gives Gen Z agency over what they create, see, and share. Instead of subjecting them to algorithmic control and manipulation, it enables well-being and meaningful connection instead of sowing division, increased isolation, and accelerating distraction. It centers trust, privacy, and ethics by default, not as an afterthought.
This future is possible, but the next chapter depends on Gen Z taking ownership of shaping safer, smarter, and more humane platforms. As the first generation to grow up entirely in the social media era, Gen Z understands its harms better than anyone, so they are best positioned to lead its reinvention. We can't create the future they need for them, but we can equip and empower them with the skills and experience to become architects of a new digital culture.
Co-design matters because Gen Z can't just be users. They need to be co-architects. When young people have a real voice, the result is authenticity and trust. Their lived experience lets them see harms adults miss and leads to better design. When they share ownership, it builds power and turns participation into lasting change. If it's about Gen Z, it has to be built by Gen Z.
Activate Media is an innovation initiative to support the next generation of ethical entrepreneurs in bringing their bold new ideas for socially intelligent platforms, tools, and experiences to market. We provide the funds, mentorship, and runway to help Gen Z leaders learn what enables breakthrough innovation. There are a wide range of initiatives looking to reform social media, the Surgeon General's warning, federal legislation, digital literacy campaigns, and youth mental health advocacy. All of these are essential pieces in the puzzle. Activate Media complements these efforts by showing what's possible when young people co-design the future.
Our theory of change rests on 3 pillars. First, we'll engage Gen Z to share their ideas and values for a healthier, more sustainable social media. Second, we'll support Gen Z leaders in building, testing, refining, and launching their new models for social media. And third, we'll launch 3 to 5 concepts that have the potential to scale, demonstrating appetite and viability of alternative social media models that align with our social intelligence framework.
At the core of Activate is Gen Z-led prototyping and piloting. We aim to get ideas, platform tools, protocols, and media experiences into the market to probe for and find what will activate a transformation in consumer expectations about social media. First, we're launching Activate Media with an innovation call where we'll source 150 high-potential pitches from across Gen Z. Next, our team of next-gen advisors will help select up to 25 proposals to fund in a co-design fellowship format, where we'll equip the teams with financial resources, mentorship, and development opportunities to innovate, test, and iterate their ideas. Next, in 2027, with 25 MVPs iterated and tested with real Gen Z users, we'll help 3 to 5 teams secure additional venture funding to scale their transformative, socially intelligent platforms into the market. And lastly, underpinning the entire program is our social intelligence framework, which we'll continue to refine and develop through co-design with diverse Gen Z cohorts, ultimately publishing the framework as a public good for developers to create their own socially intelligent social media and AI platforms and experiences.
Activate Media brings together a diverse coalition of Gen Z leaders and experts across technology, development, media, social change, policy, and advocacy. We blend youth entrepreneurship and membership of Gen Z with lived experiences and bold ideas with legacy media experience. From leaders who've led change and technology policy, and politics.
Big systemic problems call for bold funders. We're up against a huge industry with deep pockets, which is why we're seeking $35 million to fund the entire program. To kickstart our campaign, open the innovation call, and organize our co-design cohorts and program, we're seeking $1 million in philanthropic seed funding. This is our first step towards empowering Gen Z leaders to design a better digital media.
You have an opportunity to be an ally to future generations and bring voices of youth leadership into the conversation with today's social media leaders. We have a generational opportunity to leverage new technology, including AI, to empower Gen Z to build a digital future anchored in transparency, inclusion, and agency.
We think that the issues we're facing all revolve around the systemic business models of social media. But to solve that, we need both new learnings, new experiments, and then the power to amplify new ideas with venture capital. We think a two-phase process with a novel financial framework has the power to discover, test, and build a future where our social connections aren't fueled by hate and amplified by anger. Safe social media has strength to be both powerful and profitable. Thanks for watching. Together, we can partner to build a new, safe social media for young people to build and to share.
Thank you. We appreciate your time and look forward to your feedback.